Hello everyone, how you doing? Thought I'd do a little bit of browsing on here. It's late night. I didn't really know what to do like, but I'm gonna have a bit of browse on here. Let's click on some videos. We've got Sean Atwood, Purple Lucky, Darren G, Francis, Mike Tyson. Aye. What's that one with Darren G there? Darren G talking about recent. That looks terrible. I don't want to. There's not been good things happening to Liverpool lately, has it? Whoa. I wonder what the government are going to do. So what's this? Joe Biden. Sky News Australia. You know what I mean, Joe Biden's semi-literate responses. Aye. Doesn't look very good. Got to see it. Doesn't look very good for him at all. What's that? Survivor Man, Bigfoot episode 8. Oh, I guys looking for Bigfoot him. But I'll tell you which ones I like the best. I mean, there's now been coming up on my feed lately. Aye, sometimes I do watch Emma and Brian. Brian and Emma. And Brian's looking a lot better these days. Oh, and I watched that live the other night. We're humble in Matrix on PC. Aye, Maya's alright. He's alright. I like watching Maya as well. He's good. He keeps you informed on a lot of issues, him. You know, and I like him. He's good. Aye, the All or Nothing podcast with Billy Moore. I like Billy Moore. He's a canny guy. Hector's got a direct message to Exposure TV and Uncle. Oh, aye. He said some disgusting things with a temper, with a pure temper. I'm sure he doesn't mean them, but I'm not sticking up for anybody with a foul mouth like that. They've got to own that. They've got to own it. I suggest to just own it and address it. There's no need to talk and get on like that. Christie versus Venice in HD. It was just a little tapper run, wasn't it? Ford Cosworth 4x4 stories from Brian. So if you want some Ford, he will have a few of him. I imagine him had a couple of Cosies. Probably taxed them off someone. I didn't tax any. I showed. I stole them. The 4x4s were custy. A big thin Cosy with snake all over the road. Lovely cars. Hard to come by them Cosworths, them Cosworth 500s with the big fins. Hard to come by. I never ever stole one. I stole 4x4s, and I stole the Sapphire Cosies. Stole a load of them. Jimmy Carr. Alright. Dr. Fauci. He stepped down. Dr. Fauci. Loads of controversy going on around all that business. Ukraine. Ukraine launches counter-offensive in South Kiev claims. So they've launched a counter-offensive. That was 3 hours ago. What's this? Crowds return. Crowds at Nottingham Carnival as festival returns after 2 years. Because they have some problems with knife crime, don't they? I think is what put an end to it. A couple of years. I can't remember, but it might be wrong. A man tried to pull a woman up. Gives a look. What's this? Not very good, that. Bad news. A man tried to pull a woman onto the track. Kerry Katuna's story, Brian McFadden, a ton of kitten. Kerry's been through the ringer. Hey, I tell you what I did watch. Just a look. James English. Right, there was one on James English that I watched the other day. Gaza's been on there. I like Gaza. Gaza's Christy. But there was a vid on the other day on James English. It's got on his channel. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, this bloke, yeah. Now, if you haven't watched this already, this one, yeah. Anything goes with James English. Right, with this fella, yeah.
Happy days. Where did you...
He's a Belton bloke, him. And this is one of James English's best interviews, I would say. And, but I've got to say, James English has done some good videos, some good podcasts, but this one is, this has got to be at the top of his list, this for what this bloke's been through and that. Brilliant video. So well done, James English, on that. Honestly, this bloke is some bloke, this
grew
man.
up, brother? I grew up in Stockton-on-Tees in half east of England.
How was that? How was your upbringing?
It was good. Great family, close family. I'm a fifth generation soldier. Done quite well at school.
Well, if I do a review on that, I wouldn't mind doing a review on this video, but I don't know if I'll get a copyright strike off James English. But I'll just say, because I would only say things in a positive content. But maybe he won't mind. Say what he does if he sees this. And I'll do a review on this video, because this man is a brilliant man, this man. I believe he inspires the good in people. He inspires people to do good. You know, and his story is remarkable. Not unbelievable, remarkable. Aye. So that was James English. And I like James English. And like, I'll put my camera on, because I want you to see as I'm starting to get into this a bit, you know. Aye, get back onto YouTube. There we can. So I like James English, and I done an interview with Sean Atwood as well. Now Sean was alright. Nah, and he is a bit eccentric, I would say, but no, he was alright, man. It was a short encounter, and I never really had much conversation with Sean, and I forget the lassie's name who he was with. No disrespect, honestly. It's just me. It just shows how much I really do with watch YouTube, but I do watch it when I get good interesting stuff. So let's see what else has been going on. Oh, I do like this bloke, yeah. Value Entertainment. I used to watch him quite a bit. He's canny. He likes doing loads of mob stuff and all that. And he comes on like a mobster. Pardon me. Alright. Brian again. Who's he on there with? Arthur Brendan. Hyde. Trolled by same prolific troll. Best-selling author. Bestseller author. Good on him. I don't like to say it, but he's getting trolled. Not nice getting trolled. Aye. So what's this? Like 3 days ago. Coming soon on TikTok, right? Oh. Right. I like this guy. You see, coming back to life. What are we becoming? Oh, look at that. That's a nice view, that. That's a lovely view.
Oh,
That's beautiful.
the midges are murdering me.
I can imagine, kid. I can imagine.
Oh,
Look at that. That's beautiful.
whew,
What are we becoming?
it's beautiful.
I wonder what that means. But I'll have to watch the whole video.
Oh, whew.
So how'd you get rid of the midges and all that? Because when I went up there, I got attacked up midges. Oh, aye, cup of tea.
Good evening. Good evening. Look at this.
I think I would have synced and everything, yeah, like. Aye. Aye, but I like watching him. He's alright. I first watched him on Danny Christie. He told his story, and I could relate to him. I could really relate. I really could. I don't know why, but I could really relate to what he was talking about. Oh, look. Look. No, that's a name. That's the name that should not be spoken. Aye. He who shall not be named. Aye. Flipping hell. What a lot of drama. Eh? What's this? Right. What's JB News been on about 3 days ago? Nah. Look, there's the one that I was just on about before there. CIA agent captured by Taliban. Anthony Malone tells a story. Aye, what a story it is, folks. I'm telling you. That's a man with real character. A true British hero. Aye, here's a look. Oh, aye, I knew I'd start getting to the ones I like. Right, you've got Lone Wolf, no. Salford gangster Paul Massey, rare footage. Straight out of Gunchester. What's this like?
Tolerate it. There are no exceptions, and basically the views of the people we work with is the country's not big enough. If you grab
Rest in peace, Paul Massey.
People will not tolerate on the streets. Not be so personal, but I speak on behalf of other people on the street very close. And to see father and son crash the way they have done, it just sickens me. But, as time goes by.
What was I watching the other night? I was watching something the other night. That was quite disturbing. About a pub in Salford where two young'uns, two foot soldiers running with guns, shot a guy 5 times in the chest and twice, and shot another guy twice. And they got overpowered and shot to death with their own guns. Blows your mind, doesn't it? There's me on. There's me. We're on Anne's live. Yeah. That's kind of views. Let's get some more views on there. Cause Anne's cushy. Trans lobby force police to remove women from Pride March. What's going on there, like? What's Maya saying about that? Because look.
In this country during this weekend's Pride March. Hysterical at this point. The left is absolutely hysterical. Right, the situation is absolutely hysterical at this point. The left is eating itself as usual. That's not the only problem, by the way, because when you have the LGBT movement becoming way too political, I don't understand what's happening here, because when you have the trans lobby activists and with big corporate money as well, with all the likes of Greta Thunberg and her friends getting involved with everything, with all the rainbows and unicorns. The issue here, we dealt with all these social issues decades ago. We were absolutely fine. You guys are causing trouble now by getting out there on the streets, dividing our country, like with the BLM movement.
You know what he says? We dealt with these issues decades ago. I think what he means by that is, that people's attitudes are changing. A lot of people's attitudes have changed. And that's what I think he means by that, like.
Did with on a racial level in this country. We were absolutely fine until you turned up. Now, there is an agenda, and this agenda is now showing its true colors because they managed to initially cancel women. J.K. Rowling was the first one to go. And now, during this Pride March, they somehow managed to remove, they could put pressure on the police to remove the lesbians from the march. What?
Because we're marching in a march
At the moment,
What's going on here, like? This is very confusing for me, like.
I just want to make sure.
yeah, you'll know now. Let me just explain to
Yeah.
you, and it'll give you some understanding.
Yeah.
So at the moment, your march, this group of people,
Yeah.
is causing confrontation between different groups of
We're
people.
lesbians.
Okay?
We're lesbians. It's going fine.
Whatever
But this
you
is still
are
a
at the
crime.
moment
I'm lesbian.
is causing confrontation.
I did not request this. I went home. You bullshit. Fuck off.
Say that you march yourself.
We don't want to do that. We want to be part
That's
of
your
the
choice.
Oh. I think it just highlights the conflict going on. It's so toxic that you feel uncomfortable talking about it. Aye, Steve Reif. Aye, I've been watching Steve and his numbers when he's on his lives. The season's kicked in. He's getting his numbers are great. He's doing great. Aye, on his lives, he's getting great numbers on his lives. Our 500 and all that, sometimes 6, 7. He's doing great on it. No controversy, no crap. He's doing great. Aye, Gretna. What's Gretna been doing?
Huh? It feels fucking good. You and your small dick and your pussy way of killing animals, and it feels good. You have all the blood on your face. And all the blood
What's
on
this
your
got me?
hands. It feels
This got
good.
me.
With your small
Mad
dick.
lab.
Huh?
Mad lab. Chomps on
This
a
right
kebab
here
by
is
a
a
vegan
master class in
lunatic
how to deal
freaks out.
with these insufferable mentally ill.
I thought that was Gretna Thunberg, but it is a picture of her there. And you got vegans coming up to you in the street in America and abusing you. That's taking it a bit far, that, like. Right, the SNP, what's the SNP been doing? SNP is confused about the impact of Scotland leaving the UK. Right. That is a whole other subject. Should talk about that as well. That's good because it's the union, and I believe in keeping the union together, me. Right, Brett May blames his BKFC defeat on the Doctor and the real Danny Christie. Aye, well, let's just... Aye. I've never jumped in the ring like that before, so, you know, there we go. What can I say about all that? And it feels like if you give an honest opinion about anything on YouTube these days, right, you're gonna get people abusing you, threatening you, and all that kind of crap. Huh. Aye. So why give it time? The murderous rampage of a man that snapped. Real crime. Sometimes I watch these, but they don't dine out on me. Reptilians. Behind the conspiracy. Reptilians. Aye. Aye, but you ever watched this woman on your... Well, should I say this person? Shouldn't say that. This person who speaks for President Biden. What a hard job. What a hard job. Extremely hard. Karma corner. Do not buy what Dickie is selling. Right. 70. Yeah, we can't. Oh, there's another one. A party. That's another negative one. A party. he's getting them coming thick and fast. You know. I mean, aye. Suppose if you got none talking about and targeting people, you kind of get targeted yourself. Aye. UK troops break first line of Russian defense 1 hour ago. Huh. Aye. UK warship moved to a better location for inspection. Our army's underfunded. It's as simple as that. It's underfunded. Let's have a little refresh. I'm buzzing and I can just come on here and do this. Oh, aye. What was it called again? Right, you got, alright. Bushcraft tools. I know, I like this guy. This guy's alright. This guy does positive stuff. You know, channels he supports. TE Outdoors is good as well. This guy's good. I like watching this guy. Very relaxing. He's got an excellent relationship with his dad. And he builds things in the woods with his dad. Like they built a Viking house 2 years ago. And I mean, there's no talking in these videos, I know, you know. He's really good. It's dead relaxing watching stuff like this. I love it. I would tell you Outdoors was good. And Bushcraft Tools is canny. He's canny skilled. He's very skilled. He's good at cooking.
In this short video, I'm going to show you how to cook a chicken on a stick. Something you can do next time you go camping.
A chicken on a stick. Oh, I fancy doing that. Do you think I should try and do that? Cook a chicken on a stick. It'd be great. I mean, how does he? I'm making a copyright strike by doing this. Like, let's have a little look. I don't know what he's. Oh, that's a good saw. That must be sawing the wood for it. Aye. Oh, he is.
That's why you don't really need that much. In fact,
so what's he saying about the garlic? There you go. The garlic leaves.
So as well as hazel, I also need something to flavour the meal, which is why I've come over here to this patch, which comes back every single year. It seems to be getting bigger and bigger. It's wild garlic. And you can often tell it's wild garlic. Again, the main thing is you'll know it when you smell it. This is definitely wild garlic. And these are the seeds. So they've just finished flowering recently over the last few weeks, and they're now producing seeds. And the last thing that I need is a form of plate, which I...
Because look, well, we're getting to the food. See, I'd watch this video, but probably because of copyright strike, we're doing it. But aye.
Well, that's just to stop the chicken from folding.
Yeah.
So just to explain what I've done, I've split down this hazel in order to create a bit of a gap to fit the chicken down. The reason why I've put these two splints in, well, that's just to stop the chicken from folding back in on itself when it leans towards the fire. Again.
Yeah, it's a good way to cook chicken. I've watched Ray and Mia's cook fish the same way, you know. But I fancy a bit of that. This kid's
so we're just taking the wild garlic.
And he's done loads of videos, so I would subscribe to his channel. I already have, but you know. Aye. Let's have a dig. So what's been going on in the debates? Humans. Podcasts. See, the podcast world, I mean, look at this, man. You got Joe Rogan can't stop laughing at fake martial artists. 11 million views. That was 3 years ago. What's his latest one? Joe Rogan.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
But pumas are, an established animal. To have like some cryptozoological
will we see aliens
like
in our lifetime?
Undetected. But it's fun.
It's fun.
I want to believe.
Yeah.
But I don't really.
Well, that's like in the ocean. Like they find some big fish, or some big.
Yeah.
Well, like extra, like some, and you're like, I don't know, dude. We never knew it was down there.
The compelling, there's two.
Well, don't they think aliens could live in the ocean? So I mean,
Yes.
that's how much.
That was Jeremy Corbell was talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that the other day. That they, you know, it's hard to say like what kind of information he's getting, how accurate it is. But they're basically saying, think about the movie Abyss, where the aliens lived underwater. He was like, that's probably what's going on.
Yeah.
There's some sort of alien base underwater or some meeting place, or that's where they hide. That's where they go to be undetected.
Do you think you're going to see it in your lifetime?
Bigfoot or aliens?
Aliens. Like, you know, where it's like, oh, like we have to like talk to them now. We have to like interact with them.
There's video that is impossible to ignore. There's some things that are impossible to ignore. And then there's eyewitness testimonies of people who are rock solid, totally dependable, like fighter pilots.
Yeah.
Who have seen some things. Like the best example is this guy, Commander David Fravor, who was off the coast of San Diego in 2004. And this is corroborated by
but he's right.
multiple
He's right
points
about
of
that.
data. They had this,
Put that on
this
a
tracking
pause.
system.
Because of Deke. Right. Ben Shapiro. No, I like Ben Shapiro. He is a bit hard, right? Well, I don't know. Yeah. No, I like Ben Shapiro. He is controversial, but that's why I like him. And you know, I think he, you know, he's not like a crazy man, but I like him if you've ever seen him.
The Video Music Awards, which I'm not sure anybody watches anymore, but are still a thing.
Ben
Lizzo
Shapiro's
won an
good.
award for Video for Good. I don't
I'll tell you
know
who.
what that means, and apparently neither did Lizzo.
Candy Swans. I like Candy Swans. She's canny.
I get called, remarkably, a white supremacist. So then I have to explain to these children why black people can't be white supremacists. And their minds are blown. They're completely blown. I just explained to them, why would I want to help build a society that I can't live in, right? That's ridiculous. And overnight, you come out as a black person, you say that you're a conservative, and that's what happens. You get attacked. They tell you that you're not allowed to think differently because they have this idea. They're so not racist, liberals, white liberals, that they know exactly how every single black person needs to think. And they freak out if you don't think.
Candy Swans is all right.
Tell me you need to hide.
Your girlfriend's already here, babe.
Sweetheart, you need to hide right now.
Your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Why would I, as your... I get
Right, no, I'm not going to get hooked on shorts. But there was a short that I seen with Candy Swans. Candy Swans. Right, that. Well, never mind. I'll not find it, but I have a look at Candy Swans because she's all right. It tells you know, it gives you a bit of balance instead of listening to CNN and all them other news networks in America. If you're interested in American politics. So what's going on in the extraterrestrial world? The Anunnaki? I like the Anunnaki. I think they're coasty. Aye, and then you've got the lizards. Ooh. What I can't get over, right, is the footage that the US Navy have recorded of their fighter pilots. That's what does my head in about it all. That's what's going on in the camping. The English woodsman's been out, tent camping, and his 68-pound budget equipment from his home bargains. From home bargains, all bought from home bargains. Aye, he's doing all right. Aye, he's done great. Very sad news. What's that? True Geordie.
Jonathan Agger, fifth pro boxing fans, joined by True Geordie. Last one, I know you're a massive boxing fan, so just away from all of this,
He's done all right as well. Premier League. Aye, Simon Jordan. I think you like him. He is controversial. I like him because sometimes I feel like shooting a mile at him. Is it the look. Putin is doing exactly what Europe wanted. I don't know what that is. No more illusions about Chinese regime under Xi. Claire holds Nigel Farage to account and tells him. So I wonder what I like watching Australian news. As you can see, there's not much CNN and all that on here. I don't like CNN and that. I think they're dead biased. I think they're proper biased and they're proper political. I mean, obviously, it's got to be balanced, man. Then if it's balanced, at least on, on the conservative channels, if like especially in Britain, like I watch GB News and stuff and all that. Now the Prime Minister's doing bad. They'll criticise the Prime Minister. It doesn't matter if he's conservative or not. If they're doing a bad job, you've got to criticise them whether you're a conservative channel or not. But not in America. And this bloke, yeah. Right, Fox News have got this bloke. This bloke, yeah, with the glasses on. They've got him doing as a bad guy, like, for authorising the raid on Donald Trump's gaff. So, aye. So that's Fox News. But I'm just testing this out because I'm going to watch this back myself before I post it. But I like Joe Rogan. I want to start watching them again. Getting back into it. Get focused. Or Unleashed. What the hell's he unleashing? Or Unleashed. Bob Lassalle says UFO was on what? Archaeological finding. Right.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Now, I'm not in, believe it or not, I'm not into UFOs. I don't follow stories or,
Even after
listen.
your experiences?
No, I'm fascinated with the technology, and it really irks me like every night I go to sleep that, that it was my own doing essentially that prevented me from continuing on in the project. I mean, it's to be on that cutting edge of technology is so.
I mean, Bob Lazar, I mean, he seems so credible there. I mean, doesn't he? I mean, he talks great. He articulates. He sounds really good. He's very, very good at what he's doing. But, well, he's on the Joe Rogan show for a reason. And when you look into him, he is quite intelligent.
Alluring to me.
Right.
But, by the same token, I don't really care that there's aliens or where they come from. I mean, the prize is the technology, and that's what I'm fascinated by. But so I don't listen to UFO stories and that sort of thing. But George Knapp is, he's the guy that has the contacts and tries to thread everything together. And what he recently told me is he found, I don't know, is either documentation or people.
All right. So I might do a Joe Rogan need and get copyright strike to death. Aye, that's what'll happen. Well, we'll see. So, right, let's see what's on prison reform. Prison reform. UK prison reform. So here's another Vice vid. 16 minutes long. Goody lacky. Justice for dads. Wonder what happened with them. What's that? Get Conroy. McIntyre's Underworld documentary. I'm not watching that. See, you know what I mean? He's popping up all over. Popping up all over. Oh, yeah. See, I'm looking for ones that I've seen. There must have been doing or something. Because look at me. It'll take us ages to go through this and you'll be gone. So there's no really on prison reform there. They forced you into it 7 minutes ago. Because look.
Talk about umbrella.
Well, they force you into that situation.
I was blank them all, mate. I just take this out of them.
But none of years.
No. I'd probably be safer doing reviews on Joe Rogan. Russia burning off $10 million worth of gas every day. True.
Finland have caused alarm. They show the Portavaya installation and you can see the size of the flare from above. The image has been colorized to highlight the flames. One estimate suggests as much as $10 million worth of gas is being burned.
The war crimes in Ukraine are among the worst of the 21st century, but they are just the latest in a history of assassinations and mass murder at the hands of Russian President Vladimir Putin. We know this, in large part, thanks to a team of online data detectives that calls itself Bellingcat.
Right. What's Jacob Rees-Mogg been doing? Because I look on my notifications. And hi, Paddy. I still got all the things coming up. I haven't watched them yet. Bad for your mental health watching that all the time, man. Like I see, I watch Steve Rave. He's much more positive with the football. There's loads of good things happening at St James's Park. Keep up the date good there, man. Aye, this fella's alright as well. He's alright.
Hey folks, so I know lately.
Give him a little sub. He's alright. Recovering addict, he's doing good as well. Doing really, really good, he is.
A few months back, that in our
Aye. This
All across
madman.
America, the question is being asked, what will Brian Stelter do next?
He's been sacked,
Other questions being asked include,
CNN.
who's Brian Stelter? What was he doing before? What the hell do I care what he does next? Why are you bothering me? How would you like a punch in the
politics
nose?
is wild.
Shortly after these questions were asked, Stelter was taken.
So what's this
My
with
next
Jordan
guest
Pierce
has been
Peterson?
described as a genius and one of the most influential intellectuals in the world. But leftist publications like The Guardian and Crikey have labelled him a dangerous culture warrior and a fraud.
All across America, the question is being asked.
Alright, this guy's been sacked. Aye, Night Owls. Night Owls has been on a ghost hunt, and he, with Alan Robson. He does all right. I wish you could do. I wish he was getting more views. I really do. Right, I'm not going to find out on there what I'm looking for. Right, what is it? I've got the name. Disturbed Reality. This is the one. This is I come across this. Right, and it's about the cartels. A lot of it's about the cartels and all that.
Welcome back to Disturbed Reality. Since covering cartel content on the channel, we have covered such criminal organizations such as CJNG, Los Zetas, the Sinaloa Cartel, the Gulf Cartel, and many more. Though one organization that I have yet to cover are Cartel de Juarez, or the Juarez Cartel, one of Mexico's oldest criminal organizations. The organization started in the mid-1980s following the restructure of the Guadalajara Cartel, Mexico's largest cartel at the time. They dominated the landscape, primarily relying on the cultivation and distribution of marijuana, though on the 14th of November 1984, the Mexican army, with assistance from the DEA, raided the Rancho Buffalo marijuana plantation in Zacatecas and burned 5,000 metric tons of marijuana worth up to $2.5 billion, which belonged to the Guadalajara Cartel.
Imagine
It is
standing
said
next
that
to
the
that.
information leading to the operation came from DEA agents, one being Kiki
Aye, so this
Camarena.
Disturbed Reality I got on his channel. I'm on it. This laddie has a funny story. This one, yeah. The Pirate of I can't read that properly. That's it. It's yeah. I mean, they're all terrible, every single one of them. But these sort of like all these cartel ones and all that are. They're not graphic. That's what I like. They're informative. They're not graphic, like in showing you people getting hurt and all that. But it is the content is quite disturbing of what's going on in Mexico and that. And it's a different ball game. It's a different ball game. Because look at this young'un, yeah.
Welcome back to Disturbed Reality. The foolishness of youth is a very real thing. As a young man in my late teens, I had a much more reckless approach to the world and everybody in it. Youthful exuberance and a misguided ego very nearly got me into a lot of trouble, though the reality is, I was lucky. The worst it got for me was a bloody nose and a dented pride. I'm sure many of you can relate looking back. However, not everyone is so lucky. Lagunas Rosales, a social media star who went by the name of El Pirata de Culiacan, or the Pirate of Culiacan in English, who was ruthlessly gunned down at 17 years old by Cartel Jalisco Nueva Generacion. But who was Juan Luis Lagunas Rosales? Juan was born in the city of Novalato in the state of Sinaloa, arguably the greatest drug traffickers. Juan's formative years were not easy.
So
he was born into abject poverty and a
can
dysfunctional
I
family.
watch some of this
He never knew who his
disturbed
father
reality?
was. With his dad out of the picture,
You
his
know,
mother
it's good. It's very informative. Tells you a lot about what's going on over there. I better go and sort these dogs out. These dogs are doing me heat and they're crying. I need to take them out. And it's getting late. So folks, hope this was okay. I'll see you all soon. Take care and be good.